Hi everyone, welcome to week 2. This week we were continuing to work on plant and animal cells, and so to make it more fun and interesting, I decided to have my students create an edible animal cell. And as you can see in this picture on this slide, we drew a diagram first, and then when we go to the next slide, we can see an example of what I had the students to recreate for the basis of an animal cell. Now, I wanted students to know that organelles are the many organs found in every animal cell, and each organelle has a different function and physical appearance. Together, they work to keep the cell alive. And so we just use different types of candy to keep it fun. And I also told the kids that if you do a great job, after we're done, you can have some treats. And they were so excited. For example, I just started off with a basic cookie cake for the background of my cell. For the cell membrane, I used Twizzlers. For the cytoplasm, we just had colored frosting. And we just kept adding on different types of candies until our cell was finished. And if you look, this is a picture of what one of the kids' cells look like that they created on their own. Next, after we finished learning about cells, we went on to photosynthesis. I started off by just giving them basic information. Photosynthesis is the process in which green plants use sunlight to make their own food. It's necessary for life on Earth, and without it, there would be no green plants, and without green plants, there would be no animals. Next, we went on to watch a video on brain pop. I love brain pop. This video was about photosynthesis. After we watched the video, we filled in our graphic organizer. They had to write the equation for photosynthesis. They have to tell who or what performs the process. We also talked about autotrophs. They had to tell me where the process takes place and how. And for the how, they could use words and they could also include pictures. Next, we will go into cellular respiration. I explained that cellular respiration is a process by which cells use oxygen to produce energy from food. During cellular respiration, food such as glucose is broken down into carbon dioxide, and water and energy is released. In animals, most of the energy released maintains body temperature, and some of the energy is used to form adenosine triphosphate, ATP, and ATP supplies energy that fuels cell activities. All right. They also, on the next day, had to fill in the side of the graphic organizer that talks about cellular respiration. Again, same process, equation, who or what performs each process, where it takes place, and how. And I also introduced a new word to them, heterotrophs, on this day. And here's a picture of the where and the how in the graphic organizer. We also talked again to make sure that they remembered who performs cellular respiration. All living things perform cellular respiration, even plants. Inside each cell, the mitochondria breaks glucose molecules down to release ATP energy. And I wanted them to know that photosynthesis and cellular respiration are connected through an important relationship. I wanted them to be able to notice that the equation for cellular respiration is the direct opposite of photosynthesis. And so we talked about how the products of one process are the reactants of the other. And we also talked about how these processes are interdependent. Energy from the sun enters a plant and is converted into glucose during photosynthesis, and some of the energy is used to make ATP in the mitochondria during cellular respiration, and some is lost to the environment as heat. Thank you all so much for joining me for week 2.